coming for everything. I am the
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is Demario Davis, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Saints and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Adam Thielen, a terrific wide receiver and synonymous with Minnesota football. You go back to high school, college ball in the state, and now his 9th season with the Minnesota Vikings. 10 touchdown catches last season, makes a nice catch there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. The Vikings had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Off the play fake, Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 13 carries, 63 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So this game here in London, the first of 5 games in the NFL International Series for 2022. We'll see the Giants and Packers here next week. Broncos and Jags at Wembley at the end of the month. The Seahawks and the Bucs, that'll be in November in Munich, Germany. First time a game's been held there. And then we wrap up down in Mexico City, November 21st, Cardinals and Niners from Estadio Azteca. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down and 8. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jameis to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
3rd and short yardage. Winston.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again with Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, Winston. And this one is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, If he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Play fake. Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Cousins again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty. Oh, a good move at the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Joseph on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action. Winston. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3rd and long for Winston.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And that is incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, Winston.
He goes once again right back to Hardy. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Deontay Hardy.
35 yards.
And the Saints are back within a score.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Winston.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now out comes Minnesota.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play develop, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Cousins on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
He's got room at the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-round. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Winston from the gun on third down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Cousins now. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
First down. Here's Cousins. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On play action, Cousins.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They go play action. Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Cousins to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cameron Jordan drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
Cameron Jordan, truly the heart and soul of this Saints defense, had another memorable year in 2021. He crossed 100 sacks and made his 5th straight Pro Bowl.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
Joseph's got it, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From the 6.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And last time out, another missed field goal. So maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run it back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, he bowls over him. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Play action now. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. Nifty move. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Winston. It's hauled in by Hardy. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara. It's a room to maneuver. A beautiful fake. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo is just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Winston. Quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11 Landry. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now whistles here and a flag down.
Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Winston now. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll run. It's a Zigbo.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Divine Zigbo. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Vikings, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.